Hello and welcome to Turn of the Century Antiques. My name is Rachel Hoffman and I am so thrilled to be here to share my mother's Lady of Fashion Madame Alexander dolls. They're not all the mystery ladies of fashion, but they are all dolls that she loved, adored, chased after, she was so proud of. And it is one of our missions, it is one of my missions, and one of the things that we do here at the doll shop is share in the love of dolls, because my mother loved to share her collection, especially these dolls. These dolls reside all of the time, they reside at our family home, the home that my dad lives in, which I live right next door. And these dolls were in a special dedicated room in her home where she did her makeup. And every day she came, she sat at her vanity and she enjoyed looking at her dolls. And it's every time we walk in there, it is mom right there. When we were pulling the dolls out of the house for this special exhibit, I could tell that my dad was getting emotional. It's an emotional thing. And I shared with him that one of the things, my mom loved a lot of things in life. Number one was her family. Number two was her love of dolls. And she loved dolls and sharing them. And I said that to Dad. I said, Dad, I know it feels, because the dolls hadn't been out of the house in decades. And I said, I know it feels a little strange, but one of the things that Mom loved more than anything was sharing the dolls and showing them off. And when I said that, he teared up, and it was so sweet. And so we brought them here to do a special exhibit for what we're doing with the virtual doll convention, and to have a video where they look beautiful and they're hanging out here in all of their glory at the doll shop to share and enjoy and to love. I am wearing my mother's Chanel lipstick today. I only wear her lipstick once in a while. It was her favorite tube of lipstick and I'm wearing it. And I hope that you just look at these dolls and enjoy them, and they bring a smile to your face, and maybe you'll ooh and ah and you'll think, wow, this is something that I am so excited to see. These Madame Alexander dolls don't come up very often. They were mostly produced in the late 1940s, very early 1950s. And it was during a time when doll production, it was right after World War II, and doll production was kind of crazy. There was a shortage of supplies, there was a lot of things, and Madame Alexander herself wanted to reinvigorate the doll community and do something different and brave. And she came out with the Ladies of Fashion Madame Alexanders. Not a whole lot is known about them. There have been some wonderful articles. Rodney Waller published a wonderful book about them, and they come up for auction when they do, or for sale rarely, and a lot of times they're not in great condition. Sometimes they are though. So my mom used to buy them, and when she would get one that was in better condition than the one she had, she'd sell that one so she could get the next one. And the result right now is a incredible grouping of these dolls plus other dolls that she just loved and adored. We didn't even bring them all, but we filled up 2 huge cases here at the doll shop, and it is my absolute pleasure to share them with you today. And I hope you enjoy. Thanks for being here. Now I'm hand holding the camera, and we are going to go through these one by one as if you were here. My wonderful friend Sally Freeman, who worked with my mother and at this shop for over 30 years, I sent her group shots and she helped me identify them all. Sometimes they're hard to identify, especially because they are a bit of a mystery and not a ton is known of them. And so I should be getting it all right. I've been doing my homework, but if I don't, then that's okay. I'm trying my best. So, and thank you, Sally, so much for your help. So I know that you want to just see these beautiful dolls. So they are magnificent, and it is such a pleasure to have them here. So this is the closest that you would ever get to see them unless you were actually here. So I think that, especially with this camera that I have, that's like a beast, and we're gonna really get in there and see them. So let's just dive right in. All right, we're gonna start our tour with this sweet little ring bearer. He's 11 inches tall, and per Sally's notes, he has the lovey-dovey face, and he is just so sweet. Look at his little pillow for his ring. And the chubby little legs. Just adorable. And then we have the bride and groom. So not all, as I said before, not all of them are mystery dolls, but they're all in here together, and I'll identify as many of the mystery dolls as I can. But this groom and Victorian bride are from 1951. And let me get in so you can see there. Christopher did a good job setting these up, so they are just so pretty. Gotta love the bride. As I go through the video, I'd love to know which ones are your favorites. It's very hard to pick and choose a favorite, I think, but I know a lot of them can stand out as a personal favorite, so let me know. And look at her beautiful train. And the back of the dress is just exquisite. All right, now we're gonna move on over and look at the bridesmaids. Okay, these are the pink and purple bridesmaids. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Isn't that one of the sayings? But I just think this is, it's so fun to have the whole little wedding party with the ring bearer and the bridesmaids. So this grouping here on the bottom shelf are absolutely some of my favorites. And we'll go ahead and dive right in and get started with Deborah Ballerina. The amazing and exquisite thing about these dolls is so many things, but one of the biggest things is their costuming and the exaggerated makeup and these long eyelashes. And they have their original wrist tags. Next to her is Deborah, a debutante, also called Catherine Grayson. Now don't be alarmed, I'm just gonna go in and open that eye just a little bit. There we go. Sometimes they fall a little bit. They've got those big lashes on there. What a star. Look at this wonderful costume. Here we have Arlene Dahl, who is in this gorgeous purple dress with red hair. How can you not just adore a red-haired doll in a purple dress? Open the eye just a little. Okay, and I'm gonna pull down so we can see the gorgeous gown. Next we have Champs-Élysées, also called Lady with the Rhinestone Beauty Mark. I'm gonna pull up so you can see her amazing hair decoration and the hair itself. Talk about glamorous. And as we go about our tour, you're going to see some of the cute little 8-inch Alexanderkins kind of sprinkled throughout. This one is Rainy Days in the sweetest little rain getup. Next we have Nina Ballerina. So this Me and My Shadow, you might recognize from a video I did a while ago. This is one I actually added because my mom had the little 8-incher. Look how cute. So we have the little 8-inch Me and My Shadow and the large one. So I think they're just absolutely adorable together. This one is Pink Champagne from 1951, inspired by and also called Renoir. Over here we have a couple little 8-inchers. We have Highland Fling from 1955, Wendy in a Sunsuit, here is Walking Her Dog. Look at this cute little dog. And a couple more. Not sure of the names on the cute little ones, but I'm pretty sure this one is called Waltzing. The little 8-inch dolls have fantastic costumes as well. And moving up here, we have Cinderella. Next stop on our Madame Alexander tour are the composition dolls. These ones are so rare because the composition, it breaks. It is very, very fragile, and you'll see the typical natural crazing on these dolls, and I'll point it out to you so you can see what crazing is if you're unfamiliar with that. But to have these and to see these, especially being the composition dolls, super rare, super fun. So most of these dolls are 21 inches. These dolls have incredible exaggerated makeup, hand-painted features, and they're unmarked. So right here we have Melanie from 1946. This doll is a crowd favorite. She is Antoinette, as in Marie Antoinette, and you can also find her in blue or yellow. And she is also sometimes called Madame du Barry or Madame Pompadour. Next is Goaty Lady. Next we have Victoria from 1946. And this doll, we believe, is Romance because she is in the same type of costume as the other Romance, which you are going to see next. But she is in a purple outfit. I'm gonna really get in here though, so you can see this makeup. Oh, gotta get rid of that hair. Look at those eyebrows. They look like my eyebrows after I get them done. But I love them. Look at that. Here is Romance, the one that you just saw on the top shelf. And as you can see, the outfit is extremely similar. This one has tassels, but don't you just love, 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 love brown velvet? And the facial painting on each one is just completely different because they were all handmade. And this is Judy. Her gown has oxidized from blue to a light pink. You can tell the Madame Alexander flowers. And look at that makeup. Love, love, love that makeup. And there is the original foil called Fashion Academy tag. You can see the ruffles. And then we have two little 8-inchers. And we're just gonna, yeah. All right, next on our tour is Opera Carmen in red and black dresses. The hair is just totally wonderful. Look at that. I'm gonna get in so you can see what I was talking about with the crazing. This is incredibly typical, which it's seen all the time. This one has a bit more. Let me show you that. See those cracks? That's what happens to the composition. It starts to crack and peel, and believe it or not, this is really good condition for one of these dolls. But some of them are in even better condition. So I'll just show you back at Romance. She has some crazing, but very, very light. Okay, if you were in the mood for a wedding, this would be an incredible gift to receive as your wedding gift, wouldn't it? We have the June Bride and Groom from 1946. Don't you just love the painting on this groom? It's amazing. Let me get in there so you can really see that. Next we have Renoir from 1946. She has a veil over her face, but you can still see her beautiful makeup and her marvelous costume. This character is extremely rare. We think he might be David Copperfield. We just haven't seen too many others at all. So I'm gonna get in so you can really see him, but if you have one, let us know. We have never seen another example. So we're saying possibly David Copperfield. But isn't he great? Love his costume. And the last one in our case is one of my personal favorites. This is Orchid Princess. Okay, we're about to end our video with a beautiful montage of dolls and photos, but we got to check in with Holland Diane. She's so busy. Look at that. She's gonna watch her. Oh man, it's only a matter of time. Thank you so much for joining me on this wonderful doll sharing of my mother's Madame Alexander dolls. My mother, Diane Hoffman, is in heaven looking down, knowing that we are doing this, and she is so thrilled that we're sharing her dolls with the world. She loves her doll, she loves her shop, she loves her family, she loves her grandbaby. And she wouldn't want her dolls always in her makeup room. She's glad that they're here, I guarantee you. She used to love to have her doll club over, and now that it's just Dad in the house, we don't have doll club at the house anymore. He has filled the house and a lot of the spaces with a lot of the things that he wanted over the years, just in their entire life together and in their marriage. My dad was just amazing. He never said anything about my mom filling the entire house with her dolls. He had other spaces and he had man caves in other places, but the entire house was Mom's domain, which give us a comment if you can relate to that. So after Mom went to heaven, I did bring a lot of her dolls here to the doll shop, and they are on permanent display, like her tree and a lot of wonderful things that after I brought them here and displayed them, they brought me so much comfort, and I just love them, and Dad loves seeing them too. And then I noticed when I came over to Dad's house, a lot of the spaces that we used to have the dolls in were now filled with things that he really loves. Like he likes to collect bronzes and he likes to collect artwork, and he's always going to the local auction, and he loves going to yard sales and buying things, and he likes carvings and just all kinds of things that he never brought home. So those items are in his house and he is really enjoying them. And then we also have, of course, dolls throughout the house because it's still Mom's house. And it's wonderful. So it's been great to bring these here. I will have them here for a while just so we can continue to enjoy it. But I'm so glad I made this video because they are going to go back home eventually. So maybe in the next couple months, we'll take them back home. It was funny to bring them here. We put them in the back of Dad's truck and in a tall box, and packed them lightly but really well, and they just came on down the road. So they're doing great. They're out on campaign, and I hope I said all the dolls right in the video. I used Sally's notes and I tried my best, but if I identified one wrong, I'm sure we'll put it in the comments and figure it out. But I think and I hope I got them all right. But I just love them. I just love them, and I'm so glad that you do too. Thank you to everyone for enjoying and being here and making this event possible with all of your wonderful registrations, and I love you so much. Thanks for being here. Bye.